Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, it's me Gamerturk, and Tokyo Game Show 2020 brought us huge Sword Art Online news, including the reveals for the upcoming free and paid DLCs for Alicization Lycoris. Starting with the announcement that the 4th volume of the latest SAO main series arc, Sword Art Online Volume 25 Unital Ring 4, is almost completely confirmed for December 2020, with Progressive Volume 7 currently scheduled for Spring 2021. Since these were the small bits at the end, I wanted to just throw them out at the beginning and be done with them. After a lot of wasted time on birthday banners on mobile SAO games, we finally moved on to the Alicization Lycoris content, and also, sorry about the delayed news, I wanted to wait a little longer so we could have some additional translations done for this video specifically, which we'll get into when talking about the DLCs themselves. For starters, birthday campaigns will be a thing in Lycoris 2, with a weekly cube login bonus planned for Kirito and Asuna's birthdays. Players will receive 10 tickets per week just for logging in, so that's good. It helps getting the odds more in your favor if you keep getting those consumables instead of actual items. They also seem to be using this chance to sell more stuff through direct purchases without adding any new items, so I'm scratching my head. Well, at the same time, I feel like saying how much I detest the SAO shop for being so simple yet utilizing all the scammy microtransaction tactics to entice you into purchasing more, like actually having SAO coin exclusive items despite being told there wouldn't be any, or the amount of coins you are allowed to purchase never matching with any of the prices featured in the store, always leaving you with an odd amount of coins left in your bank, looking at you like, if you just get a little more, you can purchase this item too, again leaving you with another odd number, and the cycle goes on because these microtransaction shops always have to end up as scummy as possible. But yeah, jumping from that little tangent rant, we get to the preview trailer for both the first chapter of the free DLC update series, Apostle of the Ancients Part 1 featuring Shinon and something resembling the Fatal Sight, followed by a quick teaser for the first paid DLC, Alicization Lycoris Myosotis, featuring an evil Eugeo stating that his world is not as kind as Kirito's. You can watch the DLC trailer by clicking the icon on the top right corner. We have translated that with SAO Wikia. Now, Myosotis really reminds me of that Assassin's Creed 3 DLC with King Washington alternate timeline, and I sure hope it is not the case. Gameverse itself is already an alternate timeline. I'd rather continue a linear narrative rather than branching off to stories that are not relevant or even real. But let's get into the specifics of these DLCs. For starters, let's talk about the free DLCs, the Apostle of the Ancients chapters. There will be 4 different chapters, each focusing on a separate set of characters. The first one, the Death God of the Forest, will feature a script by Akatsuki Kana, the author of Violet Evergarden, and will be about the tale of a divine beast that looks like the god of death. Certainly interesting to see an accomplished writer helming the boat for the DLCs though, definitely a good surprise, and let's hope it delivers. The main campaign of Lycoris felt way too contrived at certain points and definitely too stretched, suffering from similar issues of that of Hollow Fragment's Aincrad story. A more compact DLC story can definitely benefit the narrative here. You can read the synopsis of the story provided in the stream, translated by Gishimenas from SAO Wikia, by pausing the video right here. Following this first chapter of Apostle of the Ancients, 3 more free DLCs will arrive throughout the winter season. Second one, the Taboo Knight, written by Tsunaku Gan, the author of Attack on Titan No Regrets, will be focusing on Eugeo and Tise along with Kirito, and again, you can read our translations of it from SAO Wikia by pausing the video. Third one, The Lord of Bruises, features a script by Akaneya Matsuri, the author of Alice Reloaded, takes us back to Rulid with Alice and Selka, focusing on a blue rose disease affecting people there. And the final one, titled The Blue-Eyed Demon, again written by Akaneya Matsuri, sure gives me the Gleam Eyes vibe to me for some reason, although I cannot think of anything specific blue-eyed demon that Shirika and Kirito ever encountered together. Maybe it's one of those many side story events that I forgot throughout the years from the previous games. Again, as I mentioned earlier, the guest writers are a very surprising addition to the writers team, but things don't stop there. Myosotis, which also is the name of a flower called the Forget-Me-Nots, Awfully suspicious to name the DLC with a massive reference to the Reona song of Alicization Core 2 ending that ended with Eugeo's death, is also featuring Akatsuki Kana, the author of Violet Evergarden, as the main plot, script and scenario writer, and co-writer of the scenario is credited as Akaneya Matsuri again. Now once more, the guest writers are quite the accomplished bunch here that gives these DLCs a somewhat grand feeling. Of course, we still do not know anything about these DLCs. In fact, one of my fears is that the free DLCs may end up with no proper voice acting again like the Hollow Realization days, but if the writing is up to the task, which given the writers it should, good times await us in the upcoming months. Again, the free DLC chapters of Apostle of the Ancients will be delivered throughout the winter season, and the paid DLC Myosotis featuring King Eugeo will be arriving 2021. And of course, not as dramatic but still relevant news, the Gamer's original cast will be added as Wayfarers into Lycoris in a free update in 2021, with each of them featuring their sub-episodes. And finally, well, actually, for the second time now, Edith Synthesis 10 has been officially confirmed to be coming into Lycoris after being confirmed to be in the game but then seemingly left out from the main game, and considering this is gonna be a free update, I guess that promise is technically not broken. And yeah, considering the Gamers cast joining up is tied to the Lycoris Drama CD, which was bonus content for Japanese Collector's Edition, we will be sharing a translation of the Drama CD before they arrive in the game too, so do stay tuned. Sadly, no news on the characters like Klein and more Klein and possibly even more Klein, and maybe Eiji and Itsuki somewhere there. There's absolutely no word at the moment. I guess we won't be seeing them until War of Underworld is adapted in one way or another into the game to continue Subtleizer's story from Fatal Bullet DLC 3's secret ending. But that pretty much covers everything from the Tokyo Game Show 2020 Sword Art Online stream. Do subscribe and hit the bell icon for more in-depth Sword Art Online coverage and news. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook for faster news access. 50k special merch is available on my Teespring page, and a huge thanks to all my patrons and channel members as usual. Until next time, keep your head.